You progressives better?
I'm me. Is this the station ID? Or
Yeah.
is it the little girl?
It'll be somebody saying the station ID.
It's right now. I just heard the station ID right now.
How many seconds are left?
Till 2:40.
40 seconds left?
Yeah.
Wait.
Wait, 40?
You can start like 15 seconds before.
Good. Am I live? Ready? Okay, if you hear that, you know who's on. It's Sam the Intern. Here again. Yeah, they keep blaming me on the radio for some reason. You're listening here at 103.5 WNHH Radio. Today I'm going to be talking a little bit Chance the Rapper. I'm going to be talking a little bit about the XXL freshman list, my thoughts on it, and I think I'm going to talk a little bit about the Migos album. I've been listening to it recently. Gotta let this play out. If you guys aren't familiar with what the XXL freshman list is, every year for the last 10 years, XXL has taken a group of freshmen, and a freshman, for the older people listening, is someone who hasn't released their debut album on a major label. They can come out with mixtapes and stuff. And this year was pretty controversial because last year it was a very split crowd. I loved the last year's list. It featured 21 Savage, Kodak Black, Denzel Curry, artists like that, and Uzi, of course. Yeah, and I was very, very happy with that list. And this year, I'm going to read off the people, just for the listeners at home who don't know. It's Camilla, Ugly God, XXX, Tentacion, Amine, Made in Tokyo, PNB Rock, A Boogie, Cap G, and Kyle. A very interesting list. If I was to give this class a rating, I'd say B plus to A minus. There are some really big highlights here. A Boogie, New York has finally found a star, because my issue with New York rap is that the reason why New York rap has failed to evolve is because of the fans of New York rap. And I keep calling them out, but it's because of people like Joe Budden. You guys reject any modernism, any creativity. People write it off as, oh, they're weird, like Rocky. Rocky literally is your screaming god. Rocky goes platinum, he's from New York, and New York doesn't even put on for him at all. Where's New York's love for ASAP? Where's New York's love for the mob? Absolutely nowhere. The reason why New York rap died is A, because Bobby Shmurda got locked up, and two, because, oh, I said A. B, because no one's from New York, reps Rocky like this shit. Anywho, huge fan of Playboy Cardi. I really hope that Magnolia doesn't blow up to the point where like every 13-year-old with a fidget spinner is bumping it. That would make me very sad. Of course, everyone knows that I'm a huge fan of X. Ugly God. I don't know. I have issues with comedy rap because I don't really think I don't think it's rap. I think it's more comedy. Like Lil Dicky, I can't take him seriously. Like as an artist, he makes music to make people laugh. Like he doesn't make music for quality or for a purpose. And I don't know if to put Ugly God in that scenario because Ugly God has some very interesting features. He's on a couple of famous Dex songs. He's made a couple interesting songs, but they're all kind of like not serious. Like he doesn't take himself seriously, but that might be part of his movement. And the fact that he's on the XXL list kind of gives him like a real spot in this rap game. So we'll see how that goes. Camilla, she's great, big fan. Glad to see her on there. Made in Tokyo. A lot of people don't know how much I really like Made in Tokyo. I just really like his style. Like I feel like he ran with the SoundCloud rap, but made it more legitimate. If that makes sense. I'm gonna play one of my favorite songs by Made in Tokyo. This is Savage. Like I love that sound, and his lyrics, his flow, everything about him. Big fan. And again, that is Savage by Made in Tokyo. Very interesting guy. Grew up actually in Tokyo. That's the inspiration for his name. And I think he takes like inspirations from Asian culture and brings it into rap music, which is something that I think is very interesting. As I talked about in my last show, and I tried to play XXX's song with Rich Chiga and Keith Ape, Gospel, but there's so many curse words in it that you could barely understand what it was saying. I think it's like something that X is bringing to the forefront is a mixture of like Asian culture and rap music. This is Northside Shorty off the same album, You Are Forgiven. So my issues with this class, Amine, I don't think you really deserve to be on here. I would have loved to see Rich the Kid. I really don't get how Rich the Kid didn't make this list. Rich the Kid, Rich Forever, those mixtapes are fire. All his collabs are insane. The man's working with Frank Ocean. Like, how a man not get a spot over Amine, Caroline? She a bad thing. No, oh my God, I hate when I hear girls say that in the club. Because then that one part comes on, and you know all the white girls are just going to be like, West Side. It's so awkward to hear. You have no idea how awkward it is, like, watching people do that. Kyle. Ugh. My friend Wesley really likes Kyle, but I don't know. I think Kyle's kind of corny, being honest. I admire him. I get what he's doing. It's cool, but not my wave. PNB Rock. He kind of reminds me of Fetty Wap, but not as trash and Two Eyes, which is cool. I don't know. Not the biggest fan. I definitely think Famous Dex could have taken his spot. It really depresses me that Famous Dex didn't make this. Like, Famous Dex has been grinding for years. The next song I'm gonna play is with Yo. I can't say the last word because we're on the radio, but it's with Made in Tokyo and Famous Dex. This song's fire. Dexter, Dexter.
Downtown with your round with your what she always found up is hey, wait, make that solid for my yeah. I get the keep my piano, I get the money my ammo. My dirty on me, that's my ammo. Get a they call me Rambo. Catch me downtown with your hey, wait, ride with your whoa, yeah. Catch me downtown with your whoa, yeah. Ride with your whoa, yeah. Say she wanna go down the street, whoa, yeah. Gucci all up on my whoa, yeah. I get the money Gucci's, I got your on her knees. Diamonds on me in the blaze, all the got a range. Catch me overseas, done it quick, hey, what? Get the chick, I spill it quick, yeah. Catch me downtown with your, hey, around with your, hey. All she already found up in, hey, what? That's all up on my wall, yeah. I get the piece of the yellow, I get the money my ammo. My dirty on me, that's my ammo. Get the they call me Rambo. Catch me downtown with your, hey, wait, ride around with your, whoa, yeah. Catch me riding around with your, hey, wait, baby girl, don't take no pics, hey, yeah. Off the line, so we pull that real quick, hey, yeah. And we working like a flick, hey, yeah. I'ma just hop in the Mazda, I'ma just catch me a body. All the hard, that's my hobby. 30 homies swear to God, go ride me. Yes, it may go down in this, yeah. Trail up that promo stick, yeah. Hey, catch me downtown with your, hey, around with your, hey. What she already found up in, hey, make that solid up on my wall, yeah. I get the keys of the yellow, I get the money my ammo. My dirty on me, that's my ammo. Yeah, they call me Rambo. Catch me downtown with your, hey, wait, ride around with your, whoa, yeah. Sitting on your love, your bed, hey, yo. I ain't never been a snitch, hey. Dance on with no top on the freeway. Ooh, little thotty for my DJ. She say, Tokyo, yeah, you know you best dressed. Real big in the feel like Manny Fresh. Ooh, I get it tall like Carrot Rash. She wanna pop? Ooh, I rock away out, yeah, wait for the drop. Ooh, catch me downtown with your,
And that was Famous Dex and Made in Tokyo. If I could give an award for the best ad libs I've ever heard in my life, I'd give it to Famous Dex. Dexter! Whoa! Dexter! Oh, I love him. I love him. He's so cool. I think I really didn't like A Boogie that much when I first heard him. I really didn't get it until I heard this song. This is Macaroni by A Boogie with the Hoodie. This is off his album TBA. The song's kind of fire.
don't tell me what you want. You call it shots, I make you call. What you go? Do that was she on. So, sound like macaroni in a bowl. When she mix it up, always gonna put it in the song. When you get the think about it when you leave her home. Where she really at? Probably got location on your phone. She know where you at. Got it. Boy, you really mad. Is it cause I'm really putting on where my city at? Hybrids from the Bronx where it be pretty at. I be smoking on Gorilla Glue, smoking GG Pack. They don't wanna free my no, but I can free me back. Gotta hit up in the deep, never hit me back. Now you probably all up in my DM. I don't give me check. I can turn your girl into a demon, but don't give me man. Go running you out on my scenes.
Yeah, that is A Boogie with the Hoodie, Macaroni. I don't think he's exactly like life-changingly different, but I think having New York have a star, obviously I'm from Connecticut, I'm from the Northeast, so it's always cool to see New York get put on. And what happened to Bobby Shmurda was a shame. That was that was so depressing. New York, like, 'cause Bobby Shmurda was so ahead of the sound. It was like Chief Keef, like Chief Keef is the head of all this new music. Like literally everything originated from Chief Keef. Like Bobby Shmurda was making the music that you hear today like 5 years ago, and it's so sad to see him be not a victim because obviously the man was caught with like $50,000 worth of crack, but like to see him not be able to escape like what created him, it's like kind of depressing to see. I'm gonna play another song I really like by A Boogie, and shout out Florida. This is with Kodak. Hey.
Wrist so icy, wonder why she like me. I'm drowning. Water, I just bought a Cuban, dipped it in the fountain. Everywhere that I go, it's a light show, I'm surrounded. Bust down, bust down, bust down, bust down, bust down, I'm drowning. I just bought a Cuban ring and dipped it in the fountain. Chain so heavy, I feel like I'm holding up a mountain. Everywhere that I go, it's a light show, I'm surrounded. Bust down, bust down, bust down, bust down, bust down, I'm drowning. I'm with all my I don't go nowhere without them. If they don't let us in, they might throw shots at the bouncer. Activist medicine got it straight from out the doctors. I'm with RG, but I call him Wayne, cause he's a shotter. Pick up the ladder, put it in the gun like the non-stretch. With attitude, but we come straight out of Highbridge. I'm gonna make her panties wet when she see the way I flex. I'm gonna win the Grammy, move my family out the projects. We went from chilling in the projects to making projects. We was trying to get to
Something rather stop us.
I talk for myself, I don't need no voucher. She looked at my wrist, she looked at 100,000. Wrist so icy, wonder why she like me. I'm drowning. Water, I just bought a Cuban, dipped it in the fountain. Everywhere that I go, it's a light show, I'm surrounded. Bust down, bust down, bust down, bust down, bust down, I'm drowning. I just bought a Cuban ring and dipped it in the fountain. Chain so heavy, I feel like I'm holding up a mountain. Everywhere that I go, it's a light show, I'm surrounded. Bust down, bust down, bust down, bust down, bust down, I'm drowning. If all the brand new chain from Ariani. With attitude, but I ain't from Compton. Look who that bit, I'm polo down like Carton. Sniper gang, I put a nigga on the quad. I'm this shit, I'm farting. I don't know how to got it.
Pull up in a Rari, I made it on, I got it.
I'm going Scotty. Drop my deposit. I ain't Jamaican, I hate him, but I got the shine. Holidays and every day I ride with the chopper. They hating, I know they don't wanna see a nigga prosper. I ain't doing trims, I'm in the cut like I'm a barber. She called me daddy, but I ain't her mother father. I'm so icy, wonder why she like me. I'm drowning. Water, I just
And that was Drowning with Kodak Black and A Boogie. As for I don't know, I just think that every time an XXL list comes out, all the old ones who are like, oh, these young people are getting money, they get real mad about it. Especially with X. I don't know. I'm not mad about this class again. I give it a B plus A minus. Again, the fact that Famous Dex isn't on there, that's a travesty. That's a national tragedy. People should be out here protesting that. Important things like Famous Dex not being XXL. What you hear behind me is another person I feel like should have been on the XXL list. Young Boy Never Broke Again. And this is Murder with 21 Savage.
If you think about taking some from me, talk about your body, but I bet you ain't gon' play with me. Try me if you wanna, I stay with that burner on me. I can't let you get no rip off me. Must think I'm a hook up, I don't know who the f*** must take me for. How you come, you ain't seeing us. Say we beefing, no catching me. What them up? They tell me pull up and I'm pulling up. Updated fight, we ain't sparing nothing. Caught him up in the bottom, he ran from him. Stay in your lane. You niggas playing, we ain't playing games. When I'm up in the club, with the gang. You can catch us turning up for days. So you know we flexing with them bands. Whole lot of more up in my pants. Try to take it, all you hear is bang. Try to take it, all you hear is bang. They gon' get his head, boy. You know how we come. Shop like the Navy SEALs, promise you don't want it. This for them, this for them. He speaking on me. Rob, who you got me shoot up. You ain't taking that. He gon' be a murder. Play with that money. It's gon' be a murder. Around the phone, it's gon' be a murder. It's gon' be a murder. Banging down the stunt. It's gon' be a murder. Draco on me, ain't got the coolest. Slaughter gang, savage, love to shoot it. Got a 30 in the book, right? That's on gang. And the judge gon' give me life. If you can't touch my chain, red light. I got 4 young, dick up, 100 round drum. We gon' leave them at the red light. I got the VVS and dripping blood. You tried to reach and now he seen what's a red light. Now they scared, right? Cause your baby mama over cause of you, right? I put your favorite rapper in the wheel. You say they from the street, but I'm still there. They gon' get his head, boss.
That is a Murder with NBA Youngboy, the remix of 21 Savage. NBA Youngboy is from Louisiana. He's our age, and he recently got out of prison for second-degree murder, and I think just got out on bail. But it's just like a trend I see in rap music that like a young artist from an area will does not be able to get out of the life that they're in, no matter how successful they are. And I think that's a double-edged sword because that environment is what created the art that I like the Bobby Shmurda situation, this situation, like you see it all the time with youngins, like Max B, like you see it all the time. While this is going on, it's a great summer day. We're in the Northeast. I'm gonna play a legendary album. This is "What Up Gangsta" by 50 Cent. Yeah. The drama popping. Yeah. Round.
So my chest, I try not to say nothing to the DA. Like won't play hard, but I understood down like it's sport. But on me, what's your fault? Do you get money? I can't get nothing with you. Yeah, I'm not the type to get
BWI.
gangsters that bump my then they know me. I grew up around it's not my homies. But in Jesus, stacks.
Oh, this is nasty. Oh. I'm on the next level, white link, forget bezel, bits better to the metal, hotter than the tickers. What up? And that is "What Up Gangsta," 50 Cent. A lot of people don't know this, but I only had like one CD in my car, like for most of high school, and that was "Get Rich or Die Trying," 50 Cent. It is a masterpiece. It's just like oh like music I like driving around in my car too. 50 Cent. Alright, today I'm gonna speak a little bit on Chance the Rapper. So if you guys don't know what Chance the Rapper is, he's an independent artist from Chicago. Came up off a 10-day when he got suspended for school from 10 days for being caught with weed by a security guard off campus. And in that time he assembled this mixtape called 10 Day. And he released it, it blew up. Then he came out with Acid Rap, it blew up. Then he did an album with the band that he works with called The Social Experiment, called The Surf, and that blew up, and people really like him. But I'm gonna give you a sample before I start talking about how I feel about him. This is Chain Smoker by Chance the Rapper.
This is my last.
No. I lost my lighter. What a fantastic mixtape. Acid rap, I didn't like it at first, but it's definitely something that got me to like the music that I like today. And I definitely credit Chance the Rapper. Such a good album, such a good song. But I don't know. He kind of became very industry for me. He runs on this platform of always being an independent artist and always not taking deals and turning down labels and they don't need it. But I'm gonna play a song off his new album. But he took a deal with Apple Music to stream his new album exclusively through them. And when he did that, I lost a certain amount of respect for him, no matter how much he wants to justify it. This is Summer Friends with Francis the Lights, Chance the Rapper, and Jeremiah. You're listening to 103.5 WNHH, your home for community radio. Sam the Intern here.
Big shorties and hard, okay, now they grab a great prosper. First day, shooting. Some school get to business with us, but it's a get new recruitment. Awesome, I don't get no time no more. Awesome, die, awesome, time, don't got no time no more. Some friends don't stay. Some friends get me.
Ooh, I used to kill him with the long hair. Oh, that's the oh, yo, they're all the same way. Over time, I'm dominant. My friend. And that is Summer Friends by Chance the Rapper. So, an issue I have with Chance the Rapper. Sometimes I really don't dig his whole, like, I'm always happy thing. I think it really works for, like, some artists, like Lil Yachty. But sometimes with Chance the Rapper, I feel like he overdoes it. Like, he tries to overdose on happiness. And the funniest part about him, or the most ironic, not funny, is the fact that Chance the Rapper makes his best music when he's the saddest. Some of my favorite songs by him are at his saddest. I will play, if I can find a clean version of the song, I will definitely play it. But most of the time he's like talking about really happy things, and he's very involved in politics. I guess some of you might not know. He like talks about his city a lot. He does a lot of things with the town of Chicago. He doesn't really talk about it that much in his music. He'll subtly say a line or two about it, but very rarely does he go into graphic detail about what's going on in Chicago. And with an area with such an interesting past and a lot of issues going on, you would think that someone who puts on for their city so much would be focused on talking about that a lot in his music. But I get he has to talk about himself, and I guess he has a market to market to. But I would like to see him talk more about social issues. This is Push a Man by Chance the Rapper. sometimes. There's something going on with the video?
Hmm?
There's something going on with the video? Shout out to me. I'm Jack balling out by my six.
All the screen is off.
I got that. I got that. Man, I'm your pusher man. I'm your pusher man. You're listening here at 103.5 WNHH, your home for community radio. Alright, so there's 40 seconds of silence in the song. Oh, they actually cut it out. Never mind. So the second half of the song is my favorite moment for Chance the Rapper. It's when he actually displays raw emotion. It's when he's talking about the actual horrible things that go on in Chicago. I'm not saying that all music has to be about that, but I just wish it was as interesting as this is. Watch. Neighborhood. Savior. You the switches? Oh, I'm still as my clothes. Realize it, my religion? Oh, I'm still as my clothes. Trap in the middle of the map with a little bit of rock and a little bit of rap. That with a little ain't not gonna do it. Riding around with my mind on it. With the sun in my eyes and my gun on my hip. In the song, he details how paranoid he feels just riding around Chicago, like his friends could die, anything could happen at any moment. And I think he really paints a really vivid picture in what being a youth in Chicago is, like the dark side of it. I think he just talks to, it's really, I guess it's wrong of me to say, but I just wish he could tell us more about the negatives. But I guess that's what he doesn't want to display, and I totally get that. But this is one of his most interesting. Do I have until 55 or 40?
Huh?
Do I have until 55 or 46?
55.
Dope. Composition, because they've never been in opposition. You get violations from the nation. You're out. On my hip, paranoia in my mind, got my mind on the flip. I love this part. This outro is great. This is my favorite Chance the Rapper song, by far. I know you scared. Should ask us if we scared too. I know you scared. Me too. I know you scared. They should ask us if we scared too. You were there. We just knew you cared too. It's got warm out. What's it up?
I hope that it's storming in the morning. I hope that it's pouring out.
crowd of beaches. Oh, I didn't record the first like 3 minutes of my show. But it'll be okay. Sunrise, sunrise, spring, and everybody's dying in the summer. Pretty God, a little more spring. You was here, and I felt pretty scared too. You was there. But overall, I think Chance the Rapper is extremely an integral part of the culture, and I'm happy he's here. And speaking of culture, I promise y'all I would talk about an album that I really like. So I promise y'all. This is a t-shirt by Migos. Oh, it's lit. Stop it, aim it, extra nugget, hey, you had to call it, grab it, how about you had to drop it, was it rocking, so grab it, keep it, nugget, hey, was it, water. I'm sorry for everyone on the Facebook Live, all you guys hear is just me rapping ad-libs, but this is just what happens in my car. If you guys are wondering what it's like listening to music in my car, this is it, a lot of ad-libs. In the chamber, ain't no music needed. Hey, get the poppin'. Here you go. I'ma be my bandit. Ain't no doubt about it. If I told people to call in, should I give my number?
You want to give your number online?
That's why I'm like, what do you do?
I have the number going to my phone.
But you have a Google Play, right?
Yeah.
What's that number?
I don't know that. But then they're going to call my phone.
What do you mean?
You either have to sign in to Google Voice.
Oh, to call people, to call you?
Yeah.
It's not like a normal phone number?
It's a regular phone number. But I'm saying when they call my phone. Because I have it redirected.
Oh, 2,000. So I could do it?
Not really, no. I don't want to answer phone calls.
Fair. All time high. For the culture. So that is T-shirt by Migos. I don't care how popular that song gets, how many people bump it in the club. That song is crazy. What an insane album. I think I'm on this, I feel really Migos-y, because the other day I had 3 people just gang up on me when I said that Migos is the Beatles of our generation. And I'm sorry, they are. If anyone on the Facebook, anyone on the radio wants to hit my line at 103.5 WNHH, your home for local radio, if anyone can find me a more relevant group since 2010, so 7 years, if anyone can find me a more relevant group than Migos, you can have my show. You can have my hour. It'll be the intern with whoever can find a better group than Migos. Everyone got the Migos stimulus package now. Everyone got Quavo on the song. Everyone's got Offset. Takeoff does some stuff. Find me a rap album that has been in the Billboard Top 10 without, not talking Kenny, that has not had any Migos involvement. You can't. Everyone's looking for a Quavo feature. Everyone's looking for an Offset feature. And this album delivered. Oh, I'm going to play this song. This is Slippery with Gucci Mane and Migos. Oh my God. I love this album. I was so happy. In the month of February, they ruled the world. Migos It was everywhere. It's everything, and it's still kind of hard. But February was crazy. Migos is too. They're too big and too relevant to fail. Like I think people misconstrue that that statement. Like, I'm not saying that Migos are the Beatles because obviously they're two completely different groups. I'm saying with the handful of artists that we have now, a handful of groups, the group that is closest in cultural importance. I'm not saying Beatles' entire legacy, like when the Beatles were active, is Migos. If you can give me another answer, please do. All right, so Joe Ugly today, we're talking about groups, right? And I asked him, name me one group that is more relevant and better than Migos. And this man said Linkin Park. No memes. He said Linkin Park. That was the craziest thing I ever heard in my life, comparing Linkin Park to Migos. That's wild. Migos. What? Linkin Park? Oh my God. So yeah, just wanted to play a little Migos. I feel like they've been lacking. So maybe this show's been a little bit rap heavy. I'm gonna slow it down for a quick second. Also, Migos album rating, good 9, 8.5, 9 for me. really good capitalizing on a really good method of capitalizing on their hype from Bad and Bougie. I was really happy about it. Very similar sounding album, very consistent sounding album, great features, not disappointed at all. I'm slowed down for all the older folks listening here at 103.5 WNHH. Here's Father and Son by Cat Stevens. God, this is like the saddest song I've ever heard in my life. Anyone who knows, I play this song all the time, and it almost brings me to tears. It's in Guardians of the Galaxy. Woo! This one's a tearjerker. You know Cat Stevens? You ever listen to Cat Stevens? This song, you know the song, Father and Son? It's like the saddest song I've ever heard in my life.
You're playing Cat Stevens?
Yeah.
Why?
What do you mean?
Why are you playing Cat Stevens?
I love this song. Are you surprised?
Yeah, you go from Migos to Cat Stevens.
I got 5 minutes left. I'll play whatever. Lord, have to listen now. Yeah, you hear it here first, Facebook Live. This song makes me tear up when I'm alone in my car. No memes. I swear, I'll tear up to this song. I will openly admit that this song makes me tear up. Ah, you hear that solo? You hear that? You hear the soul in the song? I had to slow it down for y'all. Also today, Joe told me that Watch the Throne's a bad album, and if I said to a record executive that I liked Watch the Throne, that they'd laugh. That people don't like it. That's crazy. This album's iconic. And just for Joe, the last song I'm going to play before I head out is The Joy with Curtis Mayfield, Kanye West, and, well, Curtis Mayfield, sample. Kanye West and Jay-Z off Watch the Throne. Sugar? Woo!
Military members from May 30th through June 26th at the Connecticut Post Mall in Milford. Learn more at saveasuit.org. Vets Rock is proudly sponsored by Liberty Bank.
Oh my God, I'm ready to go home and have a late show.
Keep off the steak so the man say they shoot over the damn steak. Over the damn steak. Understood playing Terrorhood because I never did it. These videos so that I be pale. Can you believe that Joe said Linkin Park? That was the first group that came to his head. Linkin Park. That was crazy. Around you. Nelly Trinity. Mouth.
Yeah, you gotta make the switch.
Yep. And that was The Joy by Kanye West and Jay-Z. So that's my time. Thank you for listening in to WNHH 103.5, your home for local radio. This is Sam the Intern. Thank you for sticking around. If you ever want to get on the show, if you ever want to argue me, if you ever think that my music's trash and you can do better, please find your ways to the studio. I would love to debate you in real life. Any of you. Come on, Joe Budden, please be on the show. If you think that Migos aren't the Beatles, please find me. And we're out.
Fue la venganza.
Harry. Locos. Multiple.
Where's the keyboard?
Here.
screen button is to the bottom right, but you don't need to turn it on. You can do it all on one screen here.